Okay, everybody, let's do this thing. Winter is coming too. Winter is coming, folks. We all want you to know that winter is coming tonight. So, with this show going on tonight, what do we have for going? What do we have going on with winter is coming? Like, there you go. I get tongue tied already when you say something the same thing of 1,000 times of winter is coming. So, winter is coming. So, yeah, let's do this thing. AEW. Dynamite winter's coming December, of course. So ain't really winter over here. It's actually warm where I'm at today. It's damn near 60 something degrees out here. So I don't see where the winter is right now. Maybe it's in Texas. I don't know. But Garland, Texas, they were at tonight. What, right outside of Dallas, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. And we kick it off, which honestly I'm kind of surprised this was the first match of the show. But the World Heavyweight title on the line, the AEW Championship. Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson, and man, honestly, this is the only match you really want to watch on this show. You can still watch the rest of the show too, but obviously they have to start off with something hot, and then again, they need to pop a rating because I guess the ratings have sucked. So, what a way to keep people sticked in by putting the world title match first. Now, this match was long. Now, they probably could have started off with that Dynamite Diamond thing. My co-host actually said this. He wanted to wake the crowd up, start them off hot, and do the whole CM Punk thing, which we'll get towards the end. We'll get to that. But first was the world title match, and this went on a whole hour. This was great. I loved it. Honestly, this could have went on pay-per-view if you think about it. And, after watching the match for like 40 minutes, I kind of felt it was going to be a draw and whatnot. I just kind of had a feeling because they're not going to have Danielson lose right here. And this was a pay-per-view quality style match. I thought it was great. Very technical. They just knew how to keep the pace going on. The psychology of it. Just the little things. Even, Danielson throwing Hangman's head into the, turnbuckle. Well, the turnbuckle post on the outside, which caused him to bleed. Having the medics come out and check him. Danielson was just like having a lot of offense throughout the match, kicking Hangman's, ass and whatnot. But Hangman did come back several times. Actually, both guys kept coming back, especially with going on offense and whatnot, and stuff. But this match did going to be a 60-minute time limit draw. Especially near the end, Hangman trying to go for the buckshot lariat, but Danielson putting in the label locked in. Hangman able to kick and crawl his way out of there, basically rolling him over onto Danielson, hitting him with a big clothesline and whatnot, a buckshot, and then he went for the actual buckshot then, which ended up being a time limit draw. So yes, this match went 60 minutes. This was a great fucking match, and honestly, if you didn't watch this, it's not really the only thing to watch since this went on a whole hour. And this basically reminds me not that long ago. It was like a few months ago where Danielson went against Omega. What was that, a 30-minute time limit draw, if I'm not mistaken? And that wasn't even for the title, too, but this was still a draw. And honestly, I do believe this will be a rematch between both Danielson and Hangman, most likely the next pay-per-view and whatnot, and we'll probably get a decisive finish then. But with this Winter is Coming show, they obviously, listen, it's like they kind of booked themselves in a corner here in a way. One, you're not going to take the belt off Hangman that easily, okay? He just got the belt. It's his first title defense. You told that long-ass story, so there's no way they're going to take it off. And Bryan, he can't be losing either. Bryan, like I said with Danielson before, this motherfucker just don't miss ever since he got into this company and just put on fucking banger after banger out of matches. And they weren't going to have him lose right here. Now, I would have expected a run-in something from the Dark Order or, something that was going to be a little bit screwy near the end, but I didn't really expect to be another draw because you did a draw not that long ago with, Danielson and Omega. So now you did one with Danielson and Hangman. Only difference is now it was a 60-minute time limit this time with both of these guys. So, hey, it was damn near an Iron Man match out there when you think about it. So, great cardio out there from both of these guys. But basically a draw. Hangman still retains the title and whatnot. But this will be a rematch at some point. But still, in a way, they kind of booked themselves into a corner because neither guy could not lose right here. So, this is basically the way they did it. What was next? Cole, the Bucks, and Bobby Fish were in the back. Basically saying it's going to be an 8-man tag on Rampage. Honestly, I'm not really looking forward to this Rampage show on Friday, given the card they announced tonight for it. A lot of tag matches with multi-man tag matches. And a Tay Conti and Penelope Ford submission match. So yeah, that's a lot I don't want to see. And they talked about, super kicking Trent's mom's van and whatnot. And, I guess they had a GIF and whatnot, which, for you guys was the holiday edition of Dynamite next week. Honestly, I was expecting Cole to say story time with Adam like he did in Ring of Honor, but that didn't happen. So would have been a perfect opportunity to do that. But yeah, sets up another tag match. Too many tag matches this week. Wardlow went against Matt Sydal. Um, Wardlow, of course, Powerbomb City with him, I like to say. Powerbomb squash match. Wardlow won, but, Spears said, listen, you're being excessive, okay? And then, he starts taking a chair, and, Spears took a chair and just beat the hell out of Sydal with it. Called MJF saying, get the champagne ready for the celebration later on, okay? So, a squash match, which the crowd was a little bit into, but then again, you probably burnt the crowd out after that 60-minute long Iron Man match, which they were all into, so that kind of already tells you something right there that the crowd was going to, kind of go down after that. We had a Malachi Black promo talking about, the house that he's built on lessons and ideas and whatnot. Basically, humans are violent species, and the remaining, the house always wins. So, he's got his black jacket and whatnot. Hikaru Shida went against Serena Deeb, the rubber match, just the third match between these two. This match was good. I didn't really like the finish. A little botchy here and there. Which, I talked about how great their matches were before. The first one, I think it was great between both Deeb and Shida. Second one, I thought it was okay, even though it was kind of predictable at the same time. This one is probably their weakest match. And I thought the finish was kind of weak, given that it wasn't really... I know they said it was exposed turnbuckle, but it didn't really look like an exposed turnbuckle. And, Shida just rolling up Deeb for the win. So, it kind of ended off very anticlimactic and whatnot. So, the match was okay. It wasn't a bad match. It was kind of when you think about it. They had some time out there. They did. They had some time. But still, Varsity Blondes were in the back. Talk about what Malachi Black did to, Julia Hart last week. Even though the mist did not touch her face. That shit is still funny to watch. I'm like, wow, I'll give her one thing. She sold the hell out of it for someone that didn't even get hit in the face with the mist. That looked bad. That looked so bad last week. But Garrison getting pissed off at Black and, Pillman trying to calm him down, but Garrison didn't want to hear it. Like, he attacked our sister, and I'm going to break his jaw next week. So, a good promo from Garrison. We had a Hook promo after the very great debut he did last Friday on Rampage. We got, just a Hook video package. Eddie Kingston talked about 2.0 and them about a 10-man tag this week. So, I guess he's teaming with LAX and the Lucha Brothers versus, 2.0 and whatever, the Everrise guys and Daniel Garcia. MJF came out for the main event saying this place is a dump. Your daughter swaddles, Texas and whatnot. Y'all are anti-education and pro-incest. You rednecks out there, CM Punk, low-hanging fruit. You want to just talk about sports teams for the past 10 minutes, that boring-ass promo we talked about. And basically, I should be number one contender right now. I'm undefeated. I'm the young guy around here and stuff. You just have these mediocre matches with mediocre opponents, and you're basically the next Ryback. Ooh, that was a good shot right there. Ryback, bringing him up. Oh, Ryback, he's easy to make fun of on the internet nowadays. But yeah, he talked about Ryback, and he loved that. I'm the new young guy around here. Okay. I'm the young name that matters, and Dante Martin, your Quaaludes and Helen Keller promo. You can get out here so I can beat you at a headlock takeover, all right? So we did get Dante Martin versus MJF. Good match. I thought it was okay. That 450 on the knees to MJF's chest looked very bad, even though it looked kind of more to his face. It wasn't a bad match, but I don't know, man. In a way, I was kind of hoping this diamond ring was going to change. But what is it? MJF's had, 3 years in a row now? And, because, Ricky Starks came out, and then MJF got his, salt to the earth armbar on him. So, yeah, it's not much to say from this. Like I said, I don't know where this diamond ring is even going at this point. I didn't MJF just using a weapon in a match half the time. But And, I'll say one thing about the Dante Martin Team Taz thing. That did not go anywhere. We didn't really see him interact. It's like he joined up, then like a week or two later, it went too fast, and then he just breaks up with the group. Leo Rush was really gone from this then after that, so he didn't really have nothing to do with it. So what did Dante Martin even really do with Team Taz? We saw him signing, he joined, he walked out with them, and that was it. Nothing happened after that. They went through that way too fast. It went too fast. So I don't know, man. The Dante Martin Team Taz feud is like, what was the point of having join was gonna like, leave like a week or two later. Didn't like milk or marinate or nothing. But MJF won. FTR came out and celebrated. Next thing you know, the lights go out. Darby Allin and Sting come out. They start brawling with FTR. MJF starts getting in. The numbers game happen. CM Punk comes out there with a baseball bat, hands it to Sting. Punk basically said, you bring your friends, I'll bring my friends next week. 6-man tag. Low key, I was actually expecting the Briscoes to show up, given what happened on, Final Battle with Ring of Honor last Saturday and whatnot. But obviously, none of these companies work with each other or whatever that match is going to be. But for some reason, I expected the Briscoe brothers to actually come out and attack FTR. But still, CM Punk, Sting, and Darby Allin versus MJF and FTR should still be a really big match next week. Overall, Winter is coming. Kind of funny, Sting debuted a year ago on Winter is Coming too. So I guess they had to have him on this show. But, after the first hour of the show, I feel like it fell off, especially after Danielson and Hangman. So, I thought this would have been the main event, and they probably would have had to start at the second hour and then end the show off like they did, early in the first hour. But, after the first hour, everything else was, whatever. Wardlow had a squash match. D versus Sheeta was okay, but the finish was kind of anticlimactic. So, very, flat way to end that whole little rubber match feud and Sheeta getting the win. MJF and MJF and Dante, thinking of the wrong feud, but yeah, it wasn't a bad match or anything. Just, this diamond ring thing, I was kind of hoping it was going to change, but yeah, MJF walks away with this ring again and sets up a 6-man next week with, Punk and Sting and all of them and FTR. So, I thought it was an okay show. It wasn't bad, but after the first hour, it was like two different shows going on. So, the first hour, that was great. But the second hour, it just kind of fell off right there. So, Winter is Coming too, I should say. Like I said, it was a good show. But after the first hour, like I said before, kind of fell down a little bit, downhill in a way after that. But overall, just a good show. But comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace out. All right, before I look at me, I'm about to say the Twitter thing again. I'm out of here. Peace.